This one's for you, Jeff. It's the Jayco Pinnacle 32 RLTS. Let's go. Hey there, Corey and I are at Traveland RV on the Langley Bypass today, where we are doing a special one because it was a request from Jeff. We're doing the Jayco Pinnacle, the 2021 32 RLTS. So we're super excited about that. As always, we want you to remember that you can get the time stamps and the currency converter and the resource to the RV reviews all right down in the links in the description. We also want to say a big thank you to Lori, who bought us a coffee. So much fun. Thank you for keeping us warm while we're out here today. And if any of you find any value in anything that we're doing or showing you here today, please feel free to leave us a tip, which is buying us a coffee, down in the description. A couple of other things that we're excited to tell you about. We have a newsletter that's going out with RV tidbits and a little extra here and there, some cool resources to help RVers out. So if you want to get on the list for that, go down to CoreyandDenise.com and join us there. We'll send one out about every couple of weeks, so no big deal, but we'd love to share information with you that way as well. And upcoming, watch for it, whatever platform you like, Instagram, YouTube, or in Facebook even, we're going to start putting out polls where you guys get to give us a little bit of information here or there that we're going to share with manufacturers and dealerships so they know what you want. Let's go. Let's check out this Jayco Pinnacle. Starting at the front, I mean, you know these are beautiful rigs, right? We all love them. They're bigger, so make sure you got the right tow vehicle for that. But let's take a look at the front storage here. All right, I got to put my coffee down, Lori. So this is a big door, but it's not that heavy of a door. It does have this kind of little clip on it, which slips up in there. Not my favorite, but you know, it works on a door this size because I wouldn't be able to reach all the way and do two of them at once. So I like that. Inside, I do like the way Jayco separates their spaces. Some of you may not, and I would get that because this is sort of defining space for you, but there's lots of room for a Jenny if you want it. Storage, battery space, all that kind of stuff. So let's go around to the driver's side. Corey's gonna tip over my coffee. Back up, back up. I got it. I had the lid closed. Come on. There are 3 slides on this rig all over. And if you look way up, you can see that it does have rain rails that's pushing the water away, but anything that's actually sitting on top of the slide could become a problem. And it's not just rain, it could be debris and stuff too. So I would prefer to see covers over top of those slides. Your choice. Come along. So when we come down here, this particular rig does have 6 hydraulic leveling jacks. And in here, we've got 2 30-pound propane tanks, and you can see your jacks and things in there as well. And this one is going to go to your pass-through. Now, there is more space all the way in there. It's just blocked on this side a bit by this utility bay. You can also see that you get the Jayco water system. It's not all that fancy, but I love that idea so that you can always have fresh, clean water without having to worry about all those filtration systems and stuff like that. So here's your utility bay. Here's your system for leveling, and what else? Cable. Honestly, anybody who's ever had a cool car likes to run it up and down this highway. So your shower, all of your connections, which way you want to turn things for depending on how you're using your system. You do have a filter here, and these are the poles for your black and gray. Moving down. Here is where you're hooking up your sewer. And remember that these have these curved edges down. to, you know, it looks a little nicer and protects things, but I do see that it can get a little bit dinged in, you know, and that's just part of how those things go. So this slide is on the slim rack system. We have talked about that before, in that it's different than the Schwinn Tech system because it is not actually attached to the side wall of the slide. So it's on a rack system that pulls it in and out. Again, your bulb, your flaps, it's nice, and that's a more appropriate system for this larger slide. Come on back to the noisy area. This is a huge slide, and also I can point out the frameless windows that so many of you love, and they do look really nice. Here is your 50 amp cord, and I believe, yeah, it does have a retract button, so you can just hit that and it should wind it all up. But remember, that's a heavy cord going in there. Coming around to the back, we've got the fiberglass cap with the huge window, the backup camera. I mean, it's a very nice looking rig. You've got your ladder. Somebody we know has been hanging out here. Ladder up to your fully walkable roof. I mean, it's a tall rig too. Like when you're standing here and you're looking way up there, it's a big rig. So make sure you know all the heights and things and plan your route so that you don't get caught in, well, some of the places we've been caught in when we're going, oops, we can't go through there. So also when you come down, you do have the hitch here. Now this is not going to be a towing hitch. This is going to be more like a bike rack hitch. That's what we would put in there. So yeah, let's go around to the other side. I'll bring the cup with me or he'll lose it. I know that.
Trip on it.
Yeah. Okay, so this is your third slide, and it is a electric rack and pinion, and you can see under here, I'll just show you right here. This is your freshwater drain, and you can see that hydraulic leveler there. Let me come on out, and I guess I'm gonna have to go under there for tires too. Let's take a look at this. Oh, a TV. It's not a huge TV. I'll see if I can figure out the size. But it's in there and it's protected. And, you know, you could set up out here. You've got this big awning with its LED lighting that you can pull out. So that'd be nice on a warm evening. Ooh, what I'd give for a warm evening. Let's come around to this part. So there's also a second large awning with LED lighting there so that you get the most out of your awning space. And here is a third 30-pound propane tank. What do we got here? Oh, bummer. Sales guy didn't unlock this one, but we did see it from the other side. So you can reverse back and take a look at it a little more from there. What I do like is that these doors are on magnets, so that's great. You get outdoor speakers. Here's a spray port, and my fave steps. I just love those, and they're so easy. They just flip up and they're the way, but also, as we've mentioned before, you do have to be careful how close you are to things when you pull them out. All right, let's take a look at the tires. These are the Endurance ST 255/85R16, and they are on the aluminum wheels. Now, let's take a look at the door here. Okay, first thing I love about the door is that it has the window in it. I just like the extra light, the opportunity for the window, that kind of things. It's not a friction door. And so they've got a bumper and they've got this kind of latch that latches into the door. But what we're finding kind of interesting is that it's really tucked in back here. Like it could be a better design if this was moved over here and this was moved over here. Then you'd actually have this corner of the door attached versus being having to reach way in here and try and get it attached, and then this is just out here. Not a big deal in any way, but just seems like it could be a little bit better design. Then we've got this nice, not self-closing screen door, but it's a good size screen door and I like it. And then we do, in this beautiful window, have the blind, which you know I love, but you also know I don't like having to come out here and stand on these steps and struggle to reach that in order to get it down. So again, let's just hope that they hear me one of these days and they change that. So Jeff, are you ready? Let's go inside and take a look at the 2021. Come on. All right, Jeff, let's have a look at this baby. Okay, first things I see that you guys know I love is that this has got that new really creamy grayish cabinetry. So I love that. Now it's not all that, but so there is some dark stuff in here, but there's also some really beautiful light stuff. Like this hard surface countertop and this actual real tile and grout backsplash. So I love that. This is just a super nice piece of furniture, but what the hey? Okay, I can open it. I won't see any dust because I can only see those surfaces, and I won't actually be putting anything up there because that's as high as I can reach. And that's just fifth wheels, right? Everybody knows it. It is nice, it's beautiful. I could fit some stuff in here. I like that it's lit, so that's great. Moving down here, this is my kind of cabinetry. So that's quite a good space. Fuses and things will be there, but there's more space here. So we can all like that. And then moving over, this door has a little black panel, and it is a decent sized pantry. I think, oh yes, it has the motion sensor light. You can fit a lot of stuff in there, so I do like that. These are really solid doors, which is nice, right? Except for, I'll put a card up in the corner where you can go see a video that we did from an owner's perspective on the Jayco Pinnacle, because my friend was telling us that even though these are beautiful doors, they added a lot of weight to the rig. So in order to increase their cargo carrying capacity or decrease the amount of weight on their truck, they made some changes and took out some of these really heavy doors. Look at this. So this will be a propane and electric fridge, and it's big. Let's see. I'm gonna guess 18. Do you think I'm right, Corey?
I think you're bang on.
It's huge. Look at it. Let's see. Okay, and it's got the kind of freezer that I like because it's not separated. You can fit everything in there, long things, all sorts. So I'm in love with this fridge. I think that if we, knock on wood here, ever had to get a new fridge for the Beaver, this would be a perfect one for us. Okay, and this is all in the slide, remember. So you get that beautiful trim and that matches this cabinetry. So I really like that. Let's take a look up here. Storage. More storage.
You lighting the place on fire?
Okay, so here's a good point. In order for me to reach up there close enough, I have to lean up against the stove, and as I leaned against the stove, you could hear that it would be trying to light. Now, not a big deal in the sense that there's no flame here. It's not going to light on fire and get me or anything, but it could be getting propane into the air. So you do get a fairly large Insignia convection oven. So that's nice, but you know what? You don't need that because take a look at this stove. So this is also the Insignia 4-burner propane. Like this is a deluxe stove. Big, huge oven. Like that's huge. So you don't need the convection, but you've got it. If you know, sometimes you want to do more than one oven thing at a time. I'm just seeing if this is anything. You get more solid surface countertop space on either side of the stove, which I absolutely love for as you're mixing or adding or things like that. I also love these windows above the stove. Now, I have heard from other people's perspective that they don't. They see it as just another thing to clean. I understand that. For me,
who doesn't like an eye level window though?
I know, right? It's perfect. Anyways, for us, we really like that. You do get 3 drawers. This one's actually got built-in dividers. There's another one. And then I've seen this before and shown them to before. I love how they do that. So that's nice. And then moving over to this side. Oh, first up here, some more storage like that. And of course, because it's in a slide, it makes all of these much more reachable for me. And then more storage down there. And then moving over, I mean, this is a really great kitchen in a rig. This island is so expansive. It's got this one-piece solid surface countertop that is so bright and beautiful. It matches really well with this gray tone. I love this. It also has a pop-up here for electrical, so that's cool. Down here, now remember, this is a darker color, and that's okay. It's kind of nice to have some different colors, and it all works really well. We've got storage in here, and then moving over to here, you actually get another pull-out, which has these little thingies in it that you can put your counter or your sink covers into to protect them, and they have a good storage, so I like that. And then what's here? Electrical. Love that idea, right? And there's enough room here that you could have garbage and recycle. So I love that. The sink, check this out. It's a stainless farmhouse with 2 covers, and it is indeed a separated sink. So I love this sink. I love it. I love the farmhouse style. I love the stainless undermount separated. It's got this awesome tap, which has the pull down sprayer, and here's your tap for the filtered water that was down below in the storage compartment. Love that as well. So I mean, this is all round wonderful kitchen. Love it. Okay, let's move on over to the living area. Again, this is where all in the slide. So we've got storage up here that does go all the way through, and there's a window back there, but the TV goes up and down, right? So quite a big TV. I'll see if I can figure out the size on that for you. When it's down, this is all just going to be nice shelf kind of space, and you'll get the extra light from the window. And when it's down, I probably won't be as inclined to watch it. Not that we watch a lot of TV anyways, but that's that. Now you get your sound system, and you get a beautiful electric fireplace, which I absolutely love, and I know it's going to help heat the place, but only when you have hookup. Next, I want to point out while I'm down here that in the slide you do have this step up. My friend that has the Pinnacle again tells me that you get used to that and it's no big deal, and the beauty of it, there's no carpet or anything in this slide, so I do like that. So you get the continued vinyl over. You do have heat ducting in the floor, and then we're over to the couch area. So you get some nice wall sconce lighting, huge windows, which you know I love. They're reducing, like you don't get all the window boxes for the valances and stuff, so that's nice. You just get a little bit above, which is where those blinds are, and you get day and night blinds. Darker furniture, so hopefully that's okay with you. What else do we have here? So we've got quite a bit of storage in here that you could, put books or different things. USB and electric. This couch is pretty good. I don't mind it. It's quite a long coach too. Like you could fit quite a few people. And this is going to fold out. Yeah. So this is going to fold out into quite a large bed for you. Now, lots of storage up there, but I'm not going to climb up there because I don't want to take my boots off and stand on the couch, and that's what it would take for me to reach all that space. So, I mean, storage is storage, and I'm going to take it wherever I can get it, but that would be stuff that I would hardly ever use. More storage in here, more electrical switches, and then we move on to the next slide, which has also got that beautiful grayish trim and your theater seating. So this is cool. And I think there's going to be, yep, storage there, cup holders. What do we got here? Oh, we got the bells and whistles, so I got a little vibration there, and I'm sure I'll get some heat going. And it also has a USB port, so that's kind of cool. There's another control there for lighting. And then something else I want to show you is in this slide, there is a bit of a lift up into it, but no carpet whatsoever. They just used the same vinyl that's on the floor, and it's just so wonderful. I am just so happy that they're not putting carpet in there. I really love that. And then, ooh, there's one more thing over here. Oh, and we've talked about this before in another one, in that I'm not exactly sure what you would use this for, but if you guys have ideas or any owners out there, let me know. Well, we did talk about it on another Jayco. So coming back into the dining area, again, darker furniture, but still nice. The table lifts, and there's some storage, and there's an extension piece that slides out so that you could sit more. You've got 2 freestanding chairs, so there'll be more someplace. Let's look at this. So there's some storage in there, and there's this nice little counter, so I like that. And along with the continued large windows, and you get all that window space, and I love that. So while we're here as well, let's take a look up at the ceiling where you can see your intake and your out of your AC. You've got speakers, you've got a fan, lots of LED lighting along with some decorative lighting as well. So that's all fantastic. I mean, the headroom's great, right?
There's adequate. It's adequate.
It's adequate. You also do get a vent in the kitchen area. Now let's check out here around the step area. First, there is a big tall door, but really all that's behind it is your command system, switches, that kind of stuff. Run your air conditioner from there. The steps do have a motion sensor light, and you get your central vac under here. I love that idea, especially because you don't have carpet. You get a handrail and a beautiful window, and I love all the light that's coming into this. Let's go check out the bathroom, Jeff. Hey, gotta love the Jayco Pinnacle bathroom, right? This is a fairly spacious shower. The wall here, this is all a one-piece plastic, but yet it looks like tile. This is not even grout, but you're not gonna have to worry about that cleaning up. It just looks really great. You get some very nice taps, some shelving. You get a skylight. That's the height of it. There is a shelf and rack here. And then if you move down, you get a one-piece pan down here, which is all caulked. And then you also get a very cool bench. And then the glass 3-piece door that slides. Now Corey's not gonna love that, but you know I do. Then over to here, we get the lighter color. This is more of a creamy colored mirror and storage chest. So I really love that. Again, you've got your one-piece solid surface countertop. Tiny sink, but that's okay. Decent sized tap. You get some more backsplash of tile there, so I like it. You get electric and more storage. Now, That is limited storage, but it goes quite far back this way, so you could, you know, put some bins or something in there. And then moving back this direction is where the toilet is, but you also get some shelving and hooks up here to hang your things. And then you get a Dometic porcelain foot flush toilet, and there's your space. Tons of storage here, and this top one goes way back there. So yay for all that storage, but who the heck is going back there to get their stuff? So, you know, just be careful about what you put back there. My favorite thing, a pocket door. You know I love those, so that's great. Then let's go back into this master bedroom. Another solid door with some glass in it. This is quite a spacious bedroom because it does have this slide, and this is a big bed. I'll get you the exact dimensions, but I'm guessing it's a king. You get 3 windows in there, so I love that. All the switches are handy. You've got reading lights. There is electric down at the floor level, but here's the part I'm not thrilled about, is these, hang on, that's the only nightstand you get. And it kind of is impeding on your headspace, but there is a cup holder in it. So, I mean, I like that. I've just, again, depends on what you're looking for. Corey and I would choose a queen bed and be able to get at those. I just want to see what's underneath this bed. Oh, hang on. Pretty easy to open. Tons of storage. There's those extra chairs I was talking about. So that's all good. And I mean, this will be a pretty easy bed to make and such too, right? Then over to this side is a dresser with 4 very small drawers. They're deep this way, but they're very small this way. And you know, that's so that the slide can come in and you can accommodate the mattress. Window up from that, more storage, just a little bit, and the TV. More storage up here on the other side of the TV, and then into this large closet area here, which you know I love, because this, first of all, it's quite the nice walk-in, isn't it? There's lots of shelves here, but these can come out, and there is hookups here for a washer dryer. I'm guessing it's a combo because I don't see the venting for the dryer piece. But check that out with the dealership. See what all you can fit in here. But the bonus is you get to have laundry in here. Now, come on in and take a look at the rest of it, because it's got some nice cedar in it. It's got great shelving. It's got 2 different levels of rods for clothes, which we love that idea, with the shelving that goes all the way down. Back here, more upper shelving. It's lit as well. And you've got this little shelf here with the laundry bin. Love that, right? And then I want to take you back out and talk about the ceiling in the bedroom here area. It is curved, which gives you lots of headroom space. You've got LED lighting, you've got AC in and AC out, and you've also got a WineGuard Wi-Fi booster in here, so that's cool, as well as the heat ducting is in the floor in the bedroom. Now I want to talk about when the slide is brought in, what can you access? So that's a fairly deep slide, and when it comes in, it's going to come right up close, or right close to this dresser. So you're going to be able to come in here and get into the bed, but you'll just have to climb in from that side. You won't be able to walk around over to this side, and in order to access the closet, you would have to climb over the bed. And you're probably not going to get into these drawers, so take your undies out before, if you know you're going to spend the night with the slide in. You will also be able to access that bathroom, no problem at all. All right, let's go take a look at the rest. So down in the living area, we love all of the space that these 2 opposing slides give us. It's beautiful. It gives us that homey feeling. But when we pull them in, this one, it goes up to there, is going to come in quite close to the island. You may be able to get around that corner and kind of sneak yourself in to get at that chair, but that would be it. And then this slide with the fridge and things in it is going to come and butt right up against this side of the island. So for what can you access? Barely a chair, if that. You could get at both sides of your freezer, one side of your fridge. You'd have this countertop. You are here, so if you can reach across, you might be able to get at the sink. You're not getting at your stove though, and you're not getting at anything back there. So the Cracker Barrel factor on this trailer is moderate, let's say, because you can sleep, you can use your bathroom, you can access your fridge. You're just not going to be cooking and things like that, and you know, watching TV or that kind of thing. You can watch it in the bedroom, you'll be fine. So yeah, now let's take a look at the numbers. Now for the numbers on the 2021 Jayco Pinnacle 32 RLTS, and this one's for Jeff, who requested that we show it to y'all. If there's a particular model that you would like to see, put it in the comments, let us know. We'll see if we can find it. The numbers are coming in on this. So now remember, I take a look at the sticker outside to get me more exact numbers. The GVW is at 15,500, and then the cargo carrying capacity with the freshwater tank full came in at 1,448. So depending on how you travel. Next, the length is at 36 feet 4 inches. The exterior height 159 inches, and the exterior width is 102 inches. The freshwater comes in at 75 gallons, the gray is at 87 gallons, and the black is at 50 gallons, and the water heater is at 10 gallons. Now for the bed measurements, it was a king bed, 72 by 80, but as I mentioned, it is an option to have a queen. The sofa there that folds out, that comes in at 62 by 73. And what else can I tell you? Oh, well, because I've got the sheets here, I was looking at, you know, the upgrades and things that get put on, and it was indeed an 18 cubic foot fridge. And then this did have the option to have dual pane windows. So because this is here, I can see that the cost on the dual pane windows, just in case you guys were considering should we get them or shouldn't we, it came in at $2,243 to have those added. The other number that I'd be interested in knowing, and maybe there's an owner out there who has this answer, is what kind of weight did those dual pane windows add to this rate? Because those are the things you want to consider. You know, Corey and I, we recommend them. We would want them because we're out in so many different types of weather. But depending on you, you could decide what works for you. The all-important price here at Travelland on the Langley Bypass, the MSRP, $104,540. Now I know the guys here would be willing to negotiate with you on that price because that is the MSRP. There's always room for negotiation. So if this has given you any value and you'd like to help us out a little bit, please feel free to buy us a coffee, link down in the description. Don't forget to take a look at the links at the end, which will take you to the construction video and maybe bring you along on an adventure with us somewhere, someplace, somehow. Also, don't forget to sign up for that newsletter. We'd love to share more information with you, and stay tuned because the polls will be coming out soon. So if you've liked this video, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We love having you along. Thanks for watching.